Jai Shimataji, dear brothers and sisters of the whole world. Let's start the meditation with a collective conscious namaskar. The whole global community of yogi is doing namaskar, millions of yogis at the same time through us to the Devi and the former Shri Shiva, the primordial father. Collective namaskar, Kundalini.
Go about 6 o'clock, it's all right, I have to see somebody, we'll all go together. Why are you in a hurry to go? They said, no, we must go make arrangements. And another lady who was organizing was even very much more worried. So they decided that we must go to the hall early. I said, all right, I'm going out to wait for me. But they just thought better go. So they took a plane 2 hours early and went to the place of organizing. Now when I went there, I saw that when my car reached there, their car also reached and they were just getting down at that time. And I knew what had happened. So I said, all right, now drive on, otherwise they'll feel very embarrassed. Because they came with such a determination to reach earlier and they are reaching at the same time when I have arrived. So I went, I drove on. When I came back, they said, Mother, we are sorry. I said, what happened? He said, we reached here early, all right. But from the airport to this place, there was such a bad jam we had never seen. So we thought we better drive through the side road. So we got stuck into the mud. Then we started pulling the car out, and all our clothes got dirtied, and we had a very bad time. And we arrived after you had arrived. I said, it's all right. So now we never do such a thing, Mother. We should have come with you. It was a mistake. So like that, you see, little things. Mother teaches you how to be all right, how to be on right path. But it is never a big pinch. It's never a big punishment because you are children. So here it is love by which you should advance, you should go further, you should be encouraged. But if your ego gets pampered and you think, oh, I'm a great surgeon, there are many who believe like that. And then they have little these correction points. That's how it works out. And gradually I find people come up very strictly understanding that we should not try to do things which are not all right, and we should try to do something that is helpful, which is very collective. And that's what it is. It works out in such a beautiful manner that you don't have to shout at anyone or to do anything. Whole thing works out in a beautiful way. But the blessings are so great, like Krishna has said, Yoga Kshema Vahamyam. He says when yoga takes place, then Kshema, that means the well-being of a person, I look after. Even materially you are helped in so many ways. It's very surprising. It's not true. You are helped even materially in so many ways. There was a little girl of 10 years, she wrote to me, Mother, I'm dying to see you. How can I come to India? I have no money to travel. And she wrote a letter to me. I just read the letter. I never answered her. And 8 days later, she had a fete in her school. So she took a trinket from her house just to sell it in the fete. So the teacher said, this is real gold. How can you sell this here? She couldn't believe. She went to Mother. She said, this trinket of our house has got real gold. She couldn't believe it either. So they went to the goldsmith, and goldsmith said, yes, it is gold. And he valued it. The price at which he wanted to buy it was exactly the same as they would have to pay for their traveling, both of them. So it is in such a sweet manner. You see, you must know a loving mother, when you are asleep, she looks after you. When you are awake, she looks after you. But she doesn't show that you are something more than others, better than others. She doesn't like you to have your ego, but she wants that you to share. Share your love with everyone. That's the greatest joy for me to see when these Sahajogis meet each other. When they go to India, you should see how they meet and how they hold each other to themselves in such pure love and pure understanding. It's the greatest thing to see. I'm happy you asked such a nice question, but I feel rather embarrassed because it is really so great to enjoy your own love forever. May God bless you.
It's been described by Adi Shankaracharya.
You must read Adi Shankaracharya to know the love of God, love of Mother. Amen. He was a real child, a real beautiful child to describe. Even Christ of the God.
Like a birthday. Now, Wasin Yainama. Wasin Yakase. I think Sukrile Brahmani Praka. Wasin Yakase. Warin
And how it resides within us. And how we are lost in the curtains of Maya. Today I am going to tell you how we get to that spirit. There are two types of methods people employ in finding out that spirit. One is called as Anavopai, and another one is called as Shaktopai. Anu means a molecule. When we are lost in the Maya, as I told you last time, actually the spirit is eternal. It is all powerful. It never loses its power. Whether we are old, young, whatever condition we may be, the spirit has its own power all the time. But the reflection of the spirit in us, the light of the spirit in us, depends on the quality of our reflector, how we are. And because of the quality being so poor sometimes, darkness is created within us. And in that darkness, we do not know, sometimes even to that extent, that there is something beyond. So the first style of seeking is anavopai, as you call it, or which is depending on separating molecules after molecules. Because under these circumstances, when you are surrounded by darkness, you see spirit just as a molecule, or you can say spark or a flicker. Sometimes you just get a flicker of it. As you know, the thoughts arise within us and fade away. We see the thoughts rising and fading away. And there are many thoughts all around us. Our attention is on those thoughts moving all the time. It is very hard to find that space in between two thoughts. That's why what we see is just a flicker, you can call it, or a little atom of that spirit, sometimes sparkling. And then the search starts among human beings. From that darkness, from tamoguna, they start searching. And the kriya starts within us. So we can see in the left-hand side, as you see the Ida Nadi, by which we live in tamoguna, in desiring for it. And then we move to the right-hand side, on the Pingala Nadi, in which we act. In that action, we try to find the spirit. Of course, first we think it is in getting material advancement, that you will find that spirit, that flicker. And so we go in for material advancement. Now, material advancement is very different from the spiritual advancement. Or we can say the material happening, what we see like a plane landing or a plane taking off or a collision of two trains or any such happenings are outside, and spiritual happening is within. Our attention is always attracted towards outside happenings. And it is an impossibility to take this attention inside. That is why something has to happen within us to attract that attention inside. We cannot force our attention inside. So people try normally. The anavopai is that what you call Ashtanga yoga and other yogas, by which they try separating themselves from myth, from darkness. For which you need very astute, honest, sincere people. Very young, celibate, innocent people, those who have to live in the forest with their gurus. So they keep out their attention, which is called as nirodha. They stop their attention spreading itself. They concentrate their attention with the help of a realized soul. If you come to India, you'll meet some real sages like that who live on top of hills and mountains, who are not easily available to people. They do not sell their religion or they do not sell their realization to people. Hidden away from the madding crowd, they exist there. One of them has told Samuni Sahajogis that he has practiced Anavopai for 21,000 years from when he was just a frog. It's fantastic that he carried on for 21,000 years, every year, life he was born. And still he cannot raise the kundalini of others very easily. Still he does not have the power to raise the kundalini the way you Sahajogis can raise. It's most surprising. He has given realization to only one person. Only one. In 25 years he worked on him. The same way Anavopai. These are the people who are detached, vitaragas. Not that you have to run away from anywhere, but living in the society only you can achieve it through our Sahaja Yoga or Mahayoga. This is Shaktopai. But these people still are afraid to come in the cities because they could not make people understand. They do not trust human beings. They want to keep away from them. They are not married. They lead a celibate life. They live up to 200 years sometimes 1,000 years also. But it is a very individualistic movement. Works on one or two people. Births after births, they cleanse themselves. This is Anavopai. So the search for the divine or for the spirit has been on for ages now. It's not a new thing that we are doing here. And you also have been seeking that divine in your previous lives and many lives before. But you must know that for seeking, you have to go inside. It's not outside. And how do you go inside is the problem. Some people say that if you go on suggesting I'm going inside, you go inside. It's all imagination. Because when the attention is out, the knower and the knowledge, both are different. Like if I see this thing now, for example, if I'm not a realized soul, I'll see this one and I will just think how much they must have paid for it, what is it made of, from where did they get it, all sorts of these superficial things as you can call it. At the most, somebody might say it's very aesthetically placed and it has very great balance and all that, at the most. But it is all outside. Because the knower who knows about it is outside the knowledge. So there's a tremendous difference between the happening outside and happening inside. When you see a train colliding, you'll say, oh, look at this, what is this they have done, this driver is wrong, and that these people have suffered so much and all sorts of things. You'll start collecting money, whatever we do normally, you see. But the knowledge about it is outside the knower, that is yourself. But when the spiritual happening takes place, the knowledge and the knower become one. For example, now this machine that is here, to a normal person, as I told you, will be, it is so much, it costs so much, or whatever it is. But to a realized soul, it would be, is it vibrating? Is it emitting vibrations? What sort of vibration it is emitting? It is good or bad? Because then you start understanding it according to spiritual value and not according to material value. I hope you understand this point. Spiritual value is an absolute value. And what is the measure of that is the spiritual joy. The vibrations give you spiritual joy. The good vibrations, I mean. What are good vibrations? Are nothing. But the coefficients of this whole thing is emitting through it the all-pervading power which is giving you joy. It is an absolute value. You take 10 children who are realized souls, you tie their eyes and ask them to put their hands towards one person. All of them will show you the same finger which is burning, whichever is the chakra they are catching. There will be no confusion, no second opinion about it, no quarreling, because that's what it is. Because the knower and the knowledge is the same. That is why when our attention is outside and we are seeking something or knowing something, then we start seeing it according to our thinking. And who does the thinking is Mr. Ego or maybe superego. We are not there to think about it. So anything you give them, say for example, you marry two persons in modern times. So they'll sit down and work it out. How can you work out a marriage with your brains? It's a question of your heart. Just enjoy it. You give them food, they'll sit down and work it out. Start analyzing it. They cannot synthesize it. The food will get cold, it will lose all its taste, and the whole thing will be wasted. They make the same thing out of their lives. For nothing at all, they create problems by thinking. Analysis starts outside, synthesis starts inside. Now this Nirodha is the withdrawing of your attention inside, as I told you, is only possible through a happening within. Now how do you get the happening within yourself? For example, I am talking to you, you are paying attention to me. Supposing something falls down, immediately your attention goes to that happening. So there has to be some happening within. Now what is that happening is Kundalini Yoga. And this Kundalini Yoga is the Shaktopai, is known as Shaktipat, is the giving of the Shakti. Very few are entitled with this. I mean, today these are all selling Shaktis there. They have their ashramas and this, that, they are talking of Shakti, and then people start dancing, jumping, screaming like possessed people. That is not Shakti at all. Only a person of a very high quality can raise the Kundalini because he is to be authorized by God. It's a very rare thing to give realization to people. Only such people who have been authorized by God can just move the Kundalini straight forward. So the Anavopai is a very slow action. It's for few individuals who get out of this Maya, this illusion, and tell people that this is all illusion, it's a mirage, you are running after a mirage. Don't run after this mirage. But still, people can't believe them. They crucify them, they poison them, they beat them, they do all kinds of things to them. I mean, they did not do any harm to anyone whatsoever. That they should be treated so badly by human beings. So, it is to be understood that your attention has to be sucked in. The Nirodha has to work out. Not by denying things. Don't look at the women, don't look at the gold, don't look at things, your attention will be spoiled. Not by those methods. Or by taking you to the jungles, leading you a celibate life, making a very holy atmosphere around, and just forcing you that you do not see that is evil. But when you see it again, you go back to the same. There's no immunity developed. So the attention, when it's sucked in by Kundalini rising, the first thing you notice is that there is dilatation of the pupil. Now, dilatation of the pupil will cause kind of a blindness, normally. There was a lady doctor who had come for her realization to me once, and I tried to raise her Kundalini. It wouldn't go beyond Agya. While she was driving, suddenly she felt that her eyes were dilating, and she couldn't see. So she took her car on one side, and she said for about a minute, I just could not see anything. I was quite worried. I felt my dilatation of the pupil is taking place, and I was worried about it, that have I become blind? And then again, she got back. But when she went back, she was seeing much better, and there was a sparkle in her eyes. Eyes were sparkling. She telephoned to me. She said, does it happen? I said, yes. To attract your attention from outside inward. Kundalini does that to you, that she dilates your pupil. Now the doctors may come on my head and say that it is a parasympathetic or a sympathetic action. They do not know. They are not yet decided. It's the action of Kundalini. They don't know about Kundalini. Even if you show them pulsating, they will not believe it. They don't want to believe it. They want to remain outside in ignorance. All of them are like that. Now everybody is saying that now outside battles are over. We have to have battle inside. We have to fight ourselves. Anywhere you go, they will say that we must find our wholesomeness. Oh, big lectures, conferences after conferences. People are talking so big, talk. But when it comes to reality that you can have it, it's a very slow movement. Still better than Anavopai. By Anavopai, who are living in the city, they will not reach anywhere. They cannot. If you try to do all those things, if you do not have a realized soul as your guru and also the atmosphere, either you will get into ego or into superego. You will have a problem there. Either onto the left or onto the right. Supposing you tell them, now don't drink, don't smoke. Immediately you will get conditioned, and Mr. Freud will stand up and say, see, you are conditioned, you should have all the freedom. All right. So go ahead, do whatever you please. So your Mr. Ego will become like a big balloon on your head, you see, if you do whatever you please. And then you have a big forehead coming out, eating everyone out like that. And I have given a nice speech on Mr. Ego, how it tries to strangle everyone and how we are raising against everyone. This Mr. Ego gives us the feeling that we are something. And that is the one which keeps us in bondage of ignorance. And it's like I sometimes feel like the fist of a boxer, Anybody tries to go near it, it gives you a bang back. Anybody tries to say anything about it, it will come out with a big bang on your head. So if you do not pay attention to your ego and say, no, I must not eat this, I must not do this, I must not do that, finished, you go on to the left-hand side, and then you get the conditioning, and then you may fall into the traps of Mr. Rajneesh or someone like that who is conditioning you. And you cannot get out of it. You try your level best. You cannot get out of it. Because they entrap you with their hypnosis. You go into your superego, you are hypnotized, you are possessed, and whatever you may try. All such people are very difficult for Sahaja Yoga. They think I don't know what they are doing. But it is not my knowing, it is your knowing is the point. The loser is within you, and the winner is also within you. It is you have to gain, not me. Sahaja Yoga is not for me at all. I don't have to do it. It is for you to do it, to gain that knowledge, which is yourself. Only thing I can do is the Shakti path. But actually I don't do it either, I can tell you. I don't do anything. I'm just sitting quiet. It just emits. What can I do? That's my nature. It just flows. It works out that way. But we want, because of our ego, we want all challenges. Supposing I tell you tomorrow that you can only get it by jumping 100 times, you will immediately start doing it. If I tell you, say on another sort of a efficiency trip, that supposing you do it 100 jumps in 5 minutes, you will get it faster, you will do that. Or else I give you another kind of a pralogan, as they call it, temptation. Like you put 5 rupees today. Then I say, no, you better put 10 rupees. You put that. It's like running a horse, Please. See how superficially we look at this. In this superficiality, we are going to get lost completely. If you are really seeking, then you find it and be there. And get it. This is your own. We talk big. I meet the people who are the cream of every nation, I should say, cream. And they are creaming each other, that's all. Nothing more than that. They do not want to go deeper into it and talking about, we understand there has to be a Messiah, there has to be something must happen. To us, we should all become wholesome. Now they are finding fanaticism is troubling them, so they are saying, no, these fanatics are there. Now we are all fanatics when we are outside. If you ask me, they look like mad people to me.
Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's start this new week of meditation by just being very comfortable in our being. Let's feel the weight of our body on the floor, on the chair. Let's put both hands on the floor. And just feel the complete presence of Shri Ganesh and Shri Adibhumi Devi in Mother Earth. Their radiance, their glow, all the vibration emitting by Mother Earth. Let's connect to the essence of Mother Earth, which is a fragrance, as if we were sit on a cloud of vibration. Mother Earth is emitting vibration everywhere around us. All the globe, all the planet is emitting vibration only, radiating like a sun of vibrations. Cool, fresh, pure, powerful, very pure, and very energizing. Shri Ganesh mantra, collectively, from the heart. Om Vameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Adi Bhumi Devi mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri, Adi, Bhumi, Devi, Sakshat, Shri, Adi Shakti, Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Complete collective surrender to Mother Earth and to the Lord Ganesh in Mother Earth. Let's collectively surrender our three channel. We surrender the right side with ego and mind, left side with superego and conditionings and possessions, and central channel with all the negativities in our chakras, in our central channel, preventing Mother Kundalini to rise. Powerful, glorious. We just surrender all our being to Mother Earth to be purified and balanced. Let's put now the left hand on the lap. The right hand still remains on the floor. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Let's truly surrender the super ego and all the left side to feel the coolness of the left side and the complete presence of Shri Mahakali and Shri Bhairava in our left side collectively. Shri Mahakali Bhairava mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's truly feel that the superego, the balloon of superego, is completely deflated, is completely offered. There is no superego in our head, on the right side of the head. Our left side is cool and balanced. Our left heart is also peaceful and fresh of vibration, full of vibration. All attention above Sahasrara while we are witness of our left side being balanced. Now let's clear the right side, right hand on the lap, left hand over the shoulder. Shri Mahasarasvati Hanuman, with the collective desire of surrendering complete ego, balloon of ego on the left side of the head. The mind, all our actions and reactions, and everything that is preventing us to become pure witness. We are not the one acting or doing, but we are just the Sakshi, the witness. Shri Mahasarasvati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasarasvati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Attention in Sahasrara while we are watching and surrendering ego and all the right side, all the mind. We need to really feel that there is no ego in our head on the right, on the left side of the head. There is no balloon of ego anymore. While we are surrendering completely the right side, we feel that our heart is becoming wider, larger, taking the whole space in our chest, but also in our head. When there is no ego, then we can become the spirit. completely. We can also experience true humility when there is no ego. Natural humility is established in us. Powerful spirit takes all over in us. both hands on the lap. All attention in central channel, in Sahasrara and above Sahasrara. Shri Adi Kundalini Mata. Om Vameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We need to align ourselves to be more collective, to be one. Let's say one more time, Shri Adi Kundalini Mata, with full attention that we are collectively one. We are collectively the ocean. We are collectively the primordial being. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's truly surrender and feel the jump into a new reality, into the reality. Above Sahasrara, Kundalini is pushing us Ude, 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 higher and higher and higher, above Central Channel, in Central Channel, above Sahasrara. And let's say Shri Sadashiva Adi Shakti mantra with full awareness that Shri Shiva becomes Sadashiva and our mother Parvati is Adi Shakti. Om Dvameva Sakshat Shri Sada Shiva Adi Shakti Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's say it one more time with full collective awareness, full cosmic awareness, complete awareness of our being as the Virat. And the Virat is saying the mantra, Shri Adi Shakti, Shri Sadashiva Adi Shakti. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sadashiva Adi Shakti Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete surrender, complete collective surrender above Sahasrara, above primordial Sahasrara, to the Kundalini, to Shri Sadashiva, with the complete awareness that Shiva is Sadashiva in Sahasrara. Let truly feel the vibrations. Let truly feel that we are completely surrendered. No ego, no superego, no mind. Just pure consciousness, pure awareness, pure spirit. Let's just check one more time that we are truly collectively in Sahasrara. All attention on Sadashiva, on our Father, and then attention move to Shri Shakti, on our Mother. Let's be in reality, in the reality of the divine realm above Sahasrara, above the superior chakras, above Sahasrara, in the true peace, true love, true reality. Let's collectively pray for the world so that the whole world can be fully enlightened by the light of the Spirit, by the awakening of Kundalini, so that all the darkness of ignorance, all the ego are completely wiped out by the divine, destroyed by the divine. And only love, brother and sisterhood, dharma, harmony exist on planet Earth. That all humans, every yogi fully realize what is Vishwanirmana Dharma. That all the seekers of truth are protected, guided to Vishwanirmana Dharma all over the world. And that finally, may Shri Adi Shakti, may Shri Shiva always keep us in their heart, in their attention for eternity. So that we are completely protected, completely in their powerful attention and awareness. We are guided, we are blessed, we are one with the reality, the primordial beings, our true family. May all the yogis of the world who will suffer from sickness, from diseases, may all our family members who are still not yogis but have the potential to become yogis be blessed by the divine. May all the people suffering around us in our family and beyond be cured, be saved by our mother, by our father. And may all the enemies of the yogis of all over the world be exposed and punished by the divine. Only love should prevail. Only life should prevail. Only pure vibration should prevail. Only the divine powers should prevail. May our Divine Mother make us strong and powerful yogis. Let's collectively take 1 minute to do a prayer in our heart for any issue that we may have, and we will finish the meditation. Namaskar, Kundalini.